Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear students, hope you all are in a charming mood, in a good mood. Today, our topic of discussion is relative clauses. Let's have a brief introduction or description about the clause. Clause is a group of words that contains a verb, or we can say a clause is a part of sentence. A clause may form a part of sentence or it may be complete sentence in itself. A relative clause. Now the relative clause. A relative clause starting with the relative pronouns. It tells us which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. Relative clause tells us which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. And these relative clause starting with the relative pronouns, that is such as who, that, which, whom, where, when, whose, etc. They are most often, the relative clauses are most often used to define or identify the noun that precedes them, or they give extra information about the noun. For example, in a simple example, we can say the woman, for example, the woman she lives next door is a teacher. Now we can change this sentence into a relative clause. The woman who lives next door is a teacher. Here we used who instead of she. Instead of she lives next door is a teacher. This who creates, it combines the two sentences. It creates a relation between the woman who is living next door is a teacher. It provides us extra information about the noun, that is woman. Here we can define the relative clauses, the relative pronouns with their examples and usage, where these relative pronouns are used when they are used. The first one is who. Relative pronoun who. It is used to refer to people. It is used to refer people. For example, the musician who writes this song is Pakistani. We can say this, that the musician writes this song is Pakistani. Now we can say in a relative pronoun that the musician who writes this song is Pakistani. Or we can say we know a lot of people, they live in Srinagar. We know a lot of people, they live in Srinagar. Now we can हम इसको change कर सकते हैं relative clause में. We know a lot of people who live in Srinagar. Here we used who instead of they, means we know a lot of people who live in Srinagar. Second one is which. We used relative clause who, that, which instead of he, she, they, it. Instead of who, she, they, it. Now the second one is which, used for things or animals. Which is not used for persons, it is used for things or animals. For example, did you see the letter which came today? Or in second example, we can say this is the car which she owns. The third one is why refers to reason, वजह जिसको हम बोलते हैं. I do not understand why she left the party. मुझे नहीं पता, मुझे समझ ही नहीं आया कि वो पार्टी छोड़ के क्यों भाग गई. Means what is the reason behind his why she left the party? I am totally unable to understand. Reason है ये, reason के लिए हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं why. Now, another one is whose. It is used for possessions of people and animals. For example, he is a man whose opinion I respect. Means here he is a man whose opinion I respect. Second example हम देंगे बेटा. We will give another example. She is the student whose handwriting is best in my class. Next one is whom. Used for people when the person is the object of the verb. Remember this point beta. Whom जहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करते, it is used for people when the person is the object of the verb. She is the woman whom I met in. Sorry beta, वहाँ पर who आ गया, वहाँ पर whom. She is the woman whom I met in London. Now the another one is when. When is used for time reference. I met Shafi at Delhi when he was without job. मैं तब शफी से मिला दिल्ली में जब उसके पास कोई काम नहीं था. उस वक्त means it. When here refers time. Where refers to place. Where another relative clause is, the relative pronoun is where. It refers to place. This is the house where I was born. Means ये वो घर है जहाँ पर मैं पैदा हुआ हूँ. Now the another one is that. That is used for also for persons, for animals, for objects. It is used for both the persons, animals and objects. It is the poor mouse that has only one hole. Means it is that is used for animals, for persons, for objects. For example, the man that lives next door is very friendly. For beta, remember one another thing that relative clause in relative clauses we use who, that, which instead of he, she, they, it. In relative clauses we use who, that, which instead of he, she, they, it. Whom is possible. WHOM. Another relative clause is whom. That is possible instead of who. When it is the object of a relative clause जो अभी मैंने आपको बताया. For example, the woman whom I wanted to see was away on holiday. Means I wanted to see her again. This is all about the relative clause. Hope you all have understood it. Thanks. Have a nice day.